Well, we got our boat back, you know, we're ready to go fish, but unfortunately it's been pretty windy, so we can't get offshore like we wanted to. So this week we're going to try to go right off the tip of the jetties and fish for some Spanish mackerel. The problem is though, once we started trying to head out, our motor started running rough. I'm like, man, we just got back from the shop, you know, what's the deal? So all of a sudden that engine shuts off, and me and my dad are looking at it trying to figure out, you know, what's wrong with this thing, why is it broken? You know, it's pretty new. About that time the other engine shuts off. I'm like, man, this is weird, why are they both shutting off? So I like crank it up, kick it in gear, and it shuts off, but I managed to get to the side of the inlet, so at least I'm not in the middle of the channel and can get run over by some of them big ships. So we're playing with it, and the only thing we can figure is it's got to be something with the fuel. I mean, that's the only thing they have in common. You know, it's just really crazy odds of both engines braking on their own at the same time. Thankfully, the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, one of their officers was able to tow us back to the ramp, and really helped out. So we really appreciate them and all the law enforcement and military and firefighters and all you guys out there. So we load up the boat, take it home, and we figured it's got to be something with the filter. We changed over to a different fuel tank than we used the previous trip, and that was right when it happened. So we're like, this has got to be it. So we pull open the filters and they look kind of dirty. We decided to replace our old water fuel separators, not just the filters, but the actual unit itself, where you connect the hoses and the filters too. Not sure exactly what that's called. The other thing was, there's this little filter in the motor, and when we had HPIs, there's like 3 or 4 filters in that thing. It's kind of ridiculous. But we're like, you know what, there might be one of them small filters in the actual motors themselves. If there was bad gas, it probably went up into the motors. The fuel filters did their job and stopped that stuff, but you know, if they get all clogged, then they're going to stop fuel too. So it's probably just both motors aren't getting fuel. So we found that. We took that piece apart, put a new filter in, got the new water separators, and put some new gas into the new tank. So we cranked it up and it did the trick. It's kind of funny though, that's typically how you fix a lot of boating problems. Usually it's just maintenance stuff. It's usually not a big issue like, oh, you blew a power head or, you know, something crazy like that. I mean, it can be, but it reminds me of what a mechanic once told me. He said, most of the time, it's just maintenance that fixes a boat. You know, people forget to do maintenance, they don't do it on their own, or, you know, it's under warranty, so they don't really take care of it until it goes out of warranty, but by then it has issues. So if you're finding trouble with your motor, you know, it could be just a fuel thing, maybe it's not getting fuel, could be a dead battery, it could be a lot of little things. So if you're having issues, just go through the book, check, see if you need to maintenance anything, maybe you forgot a filter, and just look at it that way. And chances are, it'll solve your problems. So I hope this helps you guys. Hopefully it'll, you know, at least prepare you if you have boating issues on how to deal with it. So hopefully next time we'll be back out on the water and can do some fishing. See you next time.